Today is Thursday, June 18th, 2026, and we're going to be reading in lesson 4, the creative process for health. Whether it's bringing something you want, like a fitter, slimmer body, or changing something you don't want, like an illness or disease, the creative process is an easy guideline for you to create what you want for your health in 3 simple steps. Ask, believe, receive. Step ask. Ask yourself, what do you really want? Remember the story of Genie who emerges from the lamp to grant Aladdin every wish? Well, you have your own genie, and it's called the law of attraction. It listens to every thought, every wish, it listens to every thought, your every wish, your every desire, and it makes all your dreams come true. All you have to do is ask. When it comes to your health, just like everything else, you get to choose what you want, but you must get clear about it. This is your work. If you're not clear, then the law of attraction cannot bring you what you want. You will be sending out a mixed frequency, and you can only attract mixed results. Perhaps for the first time in your life, work out what it is you really want for your health and your body, no limitations. Do you want to cure disease? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to fully heal a painful injury? Would you like to look younger? Now that you know you can have, be, or do anything, and there are no limits, what do you really want? A firefighter was badly injured on duty, fracturing his tibia and breaking a bone in his ankle in half. He awoke from the emergency surgery with bone grafts and rods in his legs, holding his ankle together. He couldn't even feel his foot due to nerve damage. The surgeon informed him that due to the severity of the injury, he was still facing a 90% chance of suffering permanent damage to his ankle and a complete loss of mobility. But this firefighter was determined to beat those odds. Throughout his changing repercussion, he remained positive, writing in his journal exactly what he wanted. He wanted to be healed. He wanted to walk and run again. He wanted to be an active father to his young children. He took a full year of rehab, during which time he literally had to learn to walk again. But his doctor was shocked by the extent to which this man was able to heal. From the outset, he asked for a full recovery, and that's exactly what he received. Let's be grateful for our strong and healthy bones. Most people think to ask for help only when they have it, but you can ask for great help at any time. Use the power of your intention every single day and ask to be totally healthy and well. Step 2, believe. You must believe that you have received the help that you are asking for. You must know that a healthy body, the perfect weight, or looking younger is yours the moment you ask. You must have complete and utter faith. Remember that when you believe something on a conscious level, that belief passes through and unfiltered to the subconscious mind, which regulates and governs all aspects of your health and the 100 trillion cells in your body. And the moment you ask and then believe, you already have perfect health, all the cells of your body, and in fact, the entire universe shift to bringing it into existence. You must act, speak, think as though you were receiving perfect health now. Why? Because for the law of attraction, there is no time. There's no past or future. The law of attraction only operates on the present moment now. So if you want perfect health, see yourself as being in perfect health in this moment. If your thoughts contain noticing you do not have, if your thoughts contain noticing you do not have it yet. Okay, if your thought contains noticing, you do not have it yet. You will continue to attract not having it yet. You must believe you have it already. You must believe you have received it. You have to emit the belief of having received it now. In order to materialize it into your life, you have to believe it so deeply that your subconscious accepts it as true. When you do that, the law of attraction will powerfully move all circumstances, people, events for you to receive. What are you doing? Many people have more fearful beliefs about disease than they have good beliefs about health. It's not surprising because of the attention that is given to disease in the world, and you are surrounded by that every day. In spite of the advances in medicine, disease is increasing in part because people have become increasingly focused on and fearful of disease. Do you believe in the inevitability of disease more than you believe in lifelong health? If you believe that your body will deteriorate with age and that disease is inevitable, your subconscious mind believes it too. And through the law of attraction, it must reflect that back as the circumstances and state of your health and body. If you've developed negative beliefs about your health, go back to the negotiating table. It's never too late to change your mind, which is essential if you want to change your health. Being healthy means having a healthy body and a healthy mind. You can't be happy or healthy. You can't be happy or healthy if your mind is full of negative thoughts or negative beliefs. If you can keep your mind healthy, you will help the health of your body. One way to keep your mind healthy is to simply choose not to believe negative thoughts. When we don't give any attention to negative thoughts, they are depleted of energy and will dissolve immediately. Instead, we can choose to feed our body with positive thoughts about health, which prevents negative thoughts from existing at the same time. How do you get yourself to a point of believing perfect health is yours? Start making believing. Start make believing. Be like a child and make believe. Play pretend and make up games that will infiltrate your subconscious with the feeling of good health and well-being. Think only of health. Speak only of health. Act as if you have your ideal state of health already. As you make believe, you will begin to believe you have received. The law of attraction is responding to your dominant thoughts all the time, not just in the moment you ask. That's why after you've asked, you must continue to believe and know your belief that you have something, that undying faith is your greatest power. When you believe, you are receiving. Get ready and watch the magic begin. One woman used make-believe in order to overcome chronic pain. For several months, she had been suffering from a degenerative disc disease, which resulted in severe pain around her thoracic spine and ribs. She was surviving on pain relief medication and spent much of her time lying down, unable to move but also unable to sleep on account of the pain. With no other help available from modern medicine, she decided to take control of her own self-healing. She imagined her healing cells as an army of tiny critters called joy bugs who would patrol her bloodstream until they confronted the enemy, the pain and inflammation. They would then attack by hugging the disease cells into submission. She thanked the universe for her healing and fell asleep. On the first night that she imagined this scenario, she slept soundly. She awoke, got herself ready, and was halfway down the stairs before realizing that she felt no pain for the first time in months. She was able to go the whole day without the need for pain medication. And that was just the first day of many pain-free days to come now that she truly believed in her own ability to self-heal. Let's be grateful for our body's miraculous ability to heal itself. How the universe will bring perfect health to you is not your concern or job. When you are trying to work out how it will happen, you are emitting a frequency that contains a lack of belief that you don't believe you have it already. You think you have to do it, and you do not believe the universe will do it for you. But the how is not your part in the creative process. Allow the universe to take care of it. Step 3, receive. Ask once, believe you have received, and all you have to do to receive is feel good. When you are feeling good, you are on the frequency of receiving. You are on the frequency of all good things coming to you, and you will receive what you have asked for. You wouldn't ask for anything unless it was going to make you feel good in the receiving of it, would you? So get yourself on the feel good frequency and you will receive. A fast way to get yourself on that frequency is to say, I am receiving now. I am receiving all the good in my life now. I am receiving the perfect state of health, the perfect body, the perfect weight, unlimited energy and vitality now. And feel it. Feel it now as though you have already received it. When you feel as though you have something now, and the feeling is so real that it is like you have it already, you are believing that you have received, and you will receive. A young single father was admitted to hospital with very high blood pressure after experiencing symptoms for over a month. He was diagnosed with congestive heart failure and was immediately transferred to intensive care, where he remained for 6 days. Further testing revealed that his heart had become enlarged and had grown thick muscle. All he kept hearing from the doctors was what poor condition his heart was in and how his blood pressure was off the charts. This had him wondering whether or not he would even make it, but he knew enough to turn his predominant thoughts to hope and to believe that his heart was strong and healthy and full of love. Most importantly, he felt a strong, healthy, normal heart beating inside his chest as though he'd already received it. Several months after his stay in intensive care, he was scheduled for some follow-up tests where diagnostic imaging revealed a perfectly healthy, normal heart. His doctor was astonished, as this level of recovery was most unusual. This young father put it down to his thoughts and beliefs. As he says, when the doctor spoke of heart failure, he chose to ask, believe, and receive heart success. Let's all be grateful for our healthy hearts. Manifesting health for others. Under certain circumstances, it's possible to use the creative process to help improve the health of others. A dear friend of mine, Marcy, is one of the greatest manifestos I have seen. She feels everything. She feels what it would be like to have what she is asking for. She feels everything into existence. She feels good health, well-being, not just for herself, but for all those she loves. When her husband became gravely ill, Marcy set about feeling what it would be like when her husband made a full recovery. She didn't get caught up in how or when. She just felt it every single day until it manifested. Her husband made a full and miraculous recovery. If you want to help someone you love who is ill, you can use the creative process to ask, believe, and to feel full health being restored to them. Of course, each one of us is the creator of our own life, and we cannot create in someone else's life unless the other person is consciously asking for that same thing. For example, when someone wants to be well, then others around that person can use their powerful focus on pure wellness for them. The positive energy will be received by the person because they are asking for it themselves, and it will help them enormously. So while you cannot override what another person is attracting through their own thoughts and feelings, if they are also asking for help for themselves, your good thoughts and feelings can help them rise to a frequency where they can receive help. Inspired action. Often when people are confronted by a health issue, they want to know what action steps they should take to remedy the situation. Follow the action steps of your preferred healthcare professional and subsequent treatment plan if that is what you've chosen. But in terms of the law of attraction, there are no action steps required. Simply follow the 3 steps of the creative process. Ask, believe, and receive. However, you may choose to take some inspired action within the receiving step of creative process. It's important to note that action and inspired action are not the same thing. Action is a word that can imply work to some people, but inspired action will not feel like work at all. The difference between inspired action and action is this. Inspired action is when you are acting to receive. If you are in action to try to make it happen, you have slipped backward. Inspired action is effortless and it feels wonderful because you are on the frequency of receiving. When it comes to your health, always trust your instincts. It's the universe inspiring you. It's the universe communicating with you on the receiving frequency. If you have an intuitive or instinctive feeling to take a certain step or make a certain decision in regarding to your health, follow it. And you will find that the universe is magnetically moving you to receive what you ask for. Whatever actions you take, make sure they are consistent with what you ask for and do not contradict your desire. This is where the practice of acting as if can come into effect. Ask yourself, what steps would I be taking right now if I already had what I want? I know of a couple who were desperately trying to conceive a child. Sadly, there were infertility. There were fertility challenges on both sides. And after a failed IVF attempt, they were down to their last few eggs. Even their fertility doctor felt discouraged about another attempt. Nevertheless, this couple was determined to try again. This time, however, they switched up their actions to match their desire. They stopped longing for a baby and began to act as if their baby was about to arrive. They opened up the room that they planned to use as a nursery and removed all the non-baby furniture and other items that they were storing in there. And they made space in the wardrobe and bought baby clothes. And sure enough, on the next IVF cycle, with one of the last available eggs, they became pregnant with what would be their beautiful baby daughter. Let's give thanks for all the beautiful babies and children in the world. In summary, the creative process is your first aid kit to help eliminate disease and attract perfect health. All it requires is that you follow these steps. Step 1, get clear on the state of health you want. Have a picture in your mind of what you will look like when you have achieved perfect health, free of any symptoms and able to do all the things you like to do. Get pictures of yourself in perfect health, if you have them, and look at them often. Step 2, you must believe you receive, and that perfect health is yours already. You must imagine, pretend, act as if, and make believe that perfect health is yours. You must see yourself as having that perfect health you asked for. Do not contradict what you have asked for with your thoughts, words, and action. Do not speak of any illness or symptoms, and do not hide away under a blanket, wearing your pajamas all day and feeling sorry for yourself. Have faith and focus on all the things you will do with perfect health. Make it your intention to look for, admire, and inwardly praise people who have your idea of perfect health. Seek them out, and as you admire them and feel the feelings of that, you are summoning it to you. If you see people who are unwell, immediately switch your mind to a picture of them and yourself in perfect health and feel it. Step 3, all you need to do to get yourself on the frequency of receiving perfect health is feel good. It is vital that you feel good, because you will never attract perfect health while you are feeling miserable about your symptoms. If you feel bad about your health, you will not be on the right frequency to eradicate illness. Instead, you must feel joy, feel happiness, and think thoughts of perfect health until you are on the frequency of perfect health. And then that is exactly what you will receive. Now you might understand why a person who says, and more importantly, believes, I stay healthy all winter, always seem to breeze through the winter months in perfect health. Or why a person who says, I hate the springtime. I have a lot of allergies. Always seems to be sneezing and have watery eyes and a bright red nose for at least 3 months of the year. These people expect wellness or sickness. If you can begin to expect nothing but good health and make it a daily habit, you will be setting the universal forces ahead of you to summon perfect health. And this is the end of chapter 4. Thank you.